Zelete, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. They told us we couldn't do it. Let those words ring out clearly. Because for years, the global commentators, the foreign experts, and the international headlines all chanted the exact same script. They said our land was destined to be broken. They said our borders would permanently collapse. They looked at the Sahel and declared that African hens were simply not competent enough, not equipped enough, and not strong enough to protect their own mothers, their own children, and their own sovereign soil. They told us we will always be dependent on foreign powers, forever begging for security. But history is not written in foreign capitals. History is written on the front lines by the people who bleed for the soil. And today, on this historic 5th of July 2026, look at what is happening. Look at the undeniable power of African rising up on its own terms. Look at the truth and unbreakable resilience of a people who refuse to bow. Today, the narrative of defeat has been permanently shattered, and the world is forced to watch a new dawn in the Sahel. We are receiving monumental news directly from the operational heart of Mali. Very early this morning, the Malian Armed Forces, popularly known and cherished as the FAMA, executed a masterclass in counter-terrorism operations. They didn't just defend a position, they moved forward with absolute strategic dominance. They stood face to face with the forces of destabilization and delivered a blow so massive, so decisive, and that has permanently altered the balance of power in the region. The frontline reports have now been fully verified. Abdurrahmani Zaza, the notorious right-hand man and chief strategic mastermind for the top T leaders, Ayad Ag Ghali, has been completely eliminated. The farmer has hunted him down and sent him straight to hell. Let us break down exactly what this means, because this is the detailed analysis the mainstream media will try to gloss over. Abdurrahmani Zaza was not just another foot soldier. He was the operational pillar. He was the man who coordinated logistics, planned ambushes, and sustained the terror networks that tried to bleed our villages dry. He was the one who thought he was untouchable, protected by difficult terrain and deep hidden spots. For a long time, external analysts whispered that our military could never penetrate these networks or reach the high command. Yet today, that chief strategist is gone. His elimination proves that the command structure of these armed groups is rooted from within, completely unable to withstand the pressure of a unified African force.
When it's good, it's good. Operations are continuing at the level of the evil. Very early this morning of this 5th of July, 2026, brother, we have just learned that the right-hand man of the Yagali terrorist leader Adraman Zaza was sent to hell by the women. And at the time when I also speak to you about CE5, June 2026, operations continue on earth in heaven. It is zero pity Africa to what with the women. With the army of hate, I say, go where I talk to you here. All bulls, all those who did not have the chance to die yesterday. And currently they are here on time. It's zero pity. It's zero. Please all the terrorists who came to attack yesterday. There the majority were sent to hell. And many of them too. They PU escape. But he can't escape, because our latest generation radars, them a little as soon as they are grouped with 10 to 20 people of men. I said, well, the operations continue. True that God protects. To LAYS authorities, may God protect the army of Laius. May God bless the people worthy and sovereign of Laius, one of the right arms of the terrorist leader. Ali Adraman Zaza was sent to hell by women. The terrorists, will you read? One of the terrorist leaders, which was neutralized yesterday in the simultaneous strikes of women. Thank you very much, Asim Goita. Thank you very much to the worthy army, the warrior army of Mali, who neutralized a terroro leader, him, who was leading attacks in Tinsawatan. Yes, Chef Terror that you see here has already led attacks in Tinsawatan, has already carried out attacks in Mali, but it was neutralized yesterday by the women. He was hit accurately, and operations are continuing. You pissed off Mali, and you'll understand. Who is Asim Goita you touched to Sadio Kamara? And there is no mercy in it. There will not even be pity in it. You will perish one by one. That's what it's about. Yes. There is no pity in it, and there is no forgiveness in it. One of the Tororo leaders, who carried out attacks in Tenzawatan, was hit yesterday by the Malian army. Long live the progressive revolution in Mali. We are together. Viva Assimi Goita. Long live the army worthy of Mali. Women. Fatherland or death will overcome us.
This victory is the direct result of what happened just 24 hours prior. Yesterday, this TT network tried to launch a massive coordinated attack on our positions. They expected chaos. They expected a retreating army. Instead, they walked into a wall of fire. The farmers stood their ground with iron discipline, neutralizing the vast majority of the attackers right on the spot. A few fractured remnants of the T groups thought they could play old game. They thought they could scatter, run away into the deep bush, hide under the tree canopy, and wait for the storm to pass. But the front line has changed. The days of TT running and hiding are officially over. Our military is no longer fighting with outdated tools. Today, the FABA is deploying highly advanced, latest generation radar and tracking technology. We are watching the landscape with eyes that see through the dark and through the brush. We are tracking their movement bit by bit, step by step, metric by metric. The absolute beauty of this modern strategy is its precision. The moment these fleeing TT fly to regroup in the wilderness, whether they gather in small clusters of 10 people or larger groups of 20 to plan their next cowardly move, the radar locks on. The coordinates are set, and boom, our forces strike them instantly with devastating air and ground power. They cannot run, they cannot hide, and they cannot catch their breath. It is a zero mercy. Because of this monumental breakthrough, joy is sweeping all across the Sahel today. The atmosphere is electric. From Bamako to the farthest rural villages, the people are happy. The heavy clouds of fear are lifting. The hearts of our mothers, who have wept for too many years over lost sons and disrupted lives, are cheering today. The streets are filled with sounds of celebration because dignity has returned to the land. What we are witnessing today is the living, breathing proof of the alliance of Sahel states. The AES is showing the entire world that when African nations unite their armies, pool their intelligence, and stand shoulder to shoulder, no force on earth can stop us. The farmer is doing an exceptional job, validating the fate of millions of citizens who demanded real independence. God bless our brave soldiers on the front line who watch over us while we sleep. God bless the visionary leaders who refuse to compromise our freedom. And God bless the proud, independent, and sovereign people of the Sahel. To the forces of evil who genuinely believe they could break our spirit, your empire of tea is collapsing, and you have nothing left ahead of you but very tough, dark times. Africa is standing tall. Africa is united, and Africa is winning today. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Mali.